Hello everybody, this is Diane and I am working on my weekly collage. I started this on camera and I thought I had all the elements pulled that I wanted to use and they just were not working. And the more I tried to work on it on camera, the harder it was and I just gave up. So I just pulled some items together and arranged them, and now I'm going to turn the camera on now that I'm not trying to think in front of you. I don't know. It was just really hard for me to get this figured out. I'm thinking I might want to add one of these letters or one of these words too. I've had these stamped and I'm using them in my pansy journals that I'm making, but I just have them sitting here and I thought maybe this arrangement could use a word. So she is trying on her roller skates, so I'm going to use this word happiness because she is going to be happy roller skating, I think. So let's talk about the prompts. The first prompt was a food or drink label, and I ended up with this vintage fruit cup label that I got from Boston Bag Lady, but it is a genuine label. Postcard or a letter or a portion of, so I just took this corner of an old postcard, and an advertisement, which I don't have. Oh, I'm going to skip the advertisement, I guess, because I pulled something blue. Something with wheels, and I saw this picture of a little girl putting on her roller skates, which of course have wheels. I thought I was going to use one of these stamps. Perfect, right? But no, yeah, I could not make it work. Whatever elements I had pulled before, I changed everything. Everything got changed from what I was trying to do. Money, and this is actual money from Russia, I believe. And then something blue, and I just pulled this little tag. I think it adds a nice little spark of color right there. So I'm okay with this arrangement. I'm hoping that when I look at it again tomorrow, I'm going to be happy with it. So this is what we're going to glue down. I'm sorry you didn't get to witness the thought process, but it was painful, and you wouldn't enjoy it, I don't think. So just know that it is a struggle sometimes. Some days are worse than others. Sometimes it's the prompts themselves that pose a challenge, which is why it's called a challenge. And sometimes it's our frame of mind. I dare say that today it was the frame of mind being an issue. So it's not going to take long to just glue the stuff down. I already picked it out, but I have a little book that I'm thinking of starting another collage journal, and it's the same type that I did before that everybody seemed to really enjoy. So I have that here. Maybe I can do a page in that. I didn't pull anything out, so it may be too hard for my brain again today. We'll check it out. So this is from an old Dick and Jane book. Everything on this page is vintage except for that tag. Even the book page is vintage. We just put a little happiness word right there. Okay, so that was really quick, but only because I already struggled and picked things out and arranged them before I turned the camera back on. I deleted what I did earlier. So, there's today's collage. Just gonna stamp my date on it. And I did prep it today. May 15th, 2021. There. It seems painless, but it wasn't. This is the packet that I got that juice label, the fruit cup label from. I had letters and postcards and food packaging, advertisements. Another advertisement. I thought I was going to use that lady sitting in the luxury car. That was the advertisement, and then this for the thing on wheels. They look good together, don't they? But I couldn't make the money and the letter, and I couldn't make all the elements work together. So I just threw up my hands and quit. But we got it done. Just cleaning up all of these items. And I think I like that. I'm glad I decided. I was just going to glue it down and, you know, what I had before, just glue it down and say, well, it's done. But I'm glad I changed it because I do like that. It's fun to look at. Now, I should have brought in the original book. I had two of these notebooks. They came together. It was a Martha Stewart field note size notebook that I had gotten on clearance at Staples years ago from the Martha Stewart Home Office by Avery. And this was a perfect size for doing these little collages that I like to do. And it took me a long time to complete the book. But then I decided, I hadn't done it in a while since I completed the book, but I decided to go ahead and start a new one. I mean, I just made that decision half an hour ago. So I'm going to start by looking for a phrase that I want to use. I work hard. Has to be something small. These are all kind of big words, big letters. Beat yesterday. Yeah, these are all too big. Maybe get moving. I need to tell myself that. I put some of the phrases in here. Enjoy the simple moments. That's a nice one. Looks like I have that stamp. Maybe I think I stamped that. Start where you are. I'm really struggling, you guys, in my life right now. Really struggling. So maybe this. Oh, it's stuck on my washi tape. I'm trying to motivate myself. I'm just going to cut that washi tape so that I don't tear my quote. think that's what I'll use today. I can just start where I am, not worry about what I used to do, what I used to be, and what ground I've lost. I can start right where I am. So once I choose my quote, I can look for a lady that looks like she could go with that quote. Sometimes I do it the other way around. I have a lady I want to use, and then I look for a quote that would seem to match her. Start where you are. Maybe her. Or her. Okay, let's just go with one of those. Either one of them would work. And I need a background to cover my page. I think I'll use her because she looks like she's looking to the future and feeling optimistic. So that might inspire me. And I can even use part of her background. Now I just need to pick out a background. Things like this that come out of decorator magazines, you can cut them to size and you just have these different colors and textures to use. They're fun to use. There's journal diary pages, the 5-year diaries. I'll use that for something else. That looks colorful and happy. Okay, let's just do that. Next time I do this, I will have my other book, my completed book, here so I can just show you a page or two in that if you haven't seen that, because it's been quite a while since I finished it. Probably a couple of years, year and a half. Now I think I will cut out her background. I kind of wanted to leave that background there, but I think it'll look better to have her just against the flowers. So these pages that I do in these little books are pretty simple. It's just what I'm doing today, a quote. It's usually a woman for the figure, a background, and then I will add some ink to it, some Stabilo pencil and some white paint dots. Now where did my quote go? Oh my goodness. There it is. Start where you are. Okay. I feel like I'm on the verge of something not good. I just feel distracted and upset a lot, and like I just need to curl up somewhere. I think I need to go see my doctor. I don't know if it's because, well, my wedding anniversary is approaching the end of this month. But this summer it will be 5 years since my husband passed, and I just can't believe it's been 5 years. And to me that just seems like such a milestone, but not a good milestone, you know? So I don't know if those things are affecting me. I don't know. I don't want to really get into it, but I just tore her. But it's okay. This is just my book. But I often feel like I'm on the verge of nervous breakdown or something. I probably just made it sound more dramatic than it is, but sometimes that's what I feel like. My hands are a little shaky right now. I'm not trying to scare you guys. Might not even put this up on my video, on my channel. Last night I was feeling pretty good because I did a lot of work on reorganizing stuff and purging some stuff and kind of clearing out some space that was making me feel closed in, emptying drawers and, you know, rearranging things, and I was feeling really good about it. So I'm going to do some more of that when I'm done with this video. Maybe that'll help me. Okay, now I've got my collage all done here. I'm going to take my Stabilo all pencil, which is, looking for my pencil sharpener, I think. I let my grandson use my pencil sharpener and it's not back in here. Where do I keep that now? I'm doing so much rearranging that I don't remember where I put stuff anymore. Pencil sharpeners used to be in here. I think that one's good enough to use. And I also use the Signo Pigment Ink white pen, Uniball. So I'm going to start by just outlining these words. They do stand out quite nicely against that patterned background because they have a white background. I'll have to use white on that one. And then I take a water brush. Doesn't have any water in it. And you can smear that black. It's a water-soluble pencil. So you could use anything water-soluble if you want to get this effect. And I usually go around the edge of the page too. And I'm going to just do a little bit around her face. And then we'll move on to the white. These are not complicated little collages, but I enjoy doing them because they're so simple, and I enjoy looking through the pages. Once I get a few pages done. Now, I'm going to make sure the ink is coming out of this. And let's start by just drawing around that. And then I'm just going to make some dots to outline some things. I like making the white dots to follow the curls in the hair. Put some dots on her sunglasses. And maybe on the stripes of her shirt. That could be done. Start where you are. So that's a good quote for the first page in the book, right? Maybe I'll make this a title page or something. I probably should have started over here, but that's okay. Yep, I like that one for my first page in this book. And now I'm excited to have started it. I've been thinking about it for a long time, and I'm glad I finally decided to go ahead and start it because these collages are really fun. So this little notebook, in case you're wondering, is a field note size, and it's 3.5 by 5.5. So you can get other notebooks with that size or close to it. The Moleskine notebooks, I think the field notebooks are pretty close to this. They're a lot more expensive, but they hold together very nicely. So with the other one that I did, I would do these 2 pages, and then the next session I would do these 2 pages and then go back to the front. So I worked my way to the middle, and that kept the book from getting all lopsided. It turned out pretty nice, so I'll show that to you the next time we get this book out and work in it. For now, I'm going to date it. And it is 5/15/21. That was fun. I really enjoyed doing that. So I hope that you'll come back to see some more work in this book when I get back to doing it again. Thanks for watching, and have a creative day today. Do some collaging, some gluing. Have fun. Bye-bye.